The Boss Katana range has been called practically unbeatable. And now there's a new one. The Boss Katana Gen 3. It looks pretty much like the old ones. Guitar.com said it feels and sounds as good as the best modeled amps out there. Even the price has changed. It's gone up. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. Today I'm checking out the Gen 3 Boss Katana 50. And Guitar.com said it feels and sounds as good as the best modeled amps out there. Well, let's see about that, because I've bought this so I can say whatever I want. And yes, I'm going to be honest. Now, what's new with the Gen 3? Well, you get USB-C connectivity, you get an expression pedal jack as well, you get Bluetooth, but you have to pay more for it. And you get a new amp model called Pushed. It costs 339 euros here in Europe. You can let me know in the comments what it goes for elsewhere. The old one, Mark II, costs 259. So is it worth it? We'll find out during this video. You can see the controls on your screen. I'm using a custom Strat with a humbucker, single coil stacked humbucker, so you get all sorts of different sounds. Here we go. I have it in 0.5 watt mode. Clean, everything halfway, except for effects. Oh yeah, turn on the dB meter, so you can see how loud I'm playing. It has a variation. There is a bit of a difference. Those are some cleans. Let's add reverb, because it has reverb. It also has delay, effects. I don't know what the effects are. Let's try the modulation. Add some boost. Sorry, wrong button. Go over to pushed, drop the boost, drop the reverb as well. Let's try the EQ. Okay, so I've programmed in 2 sounds because you can store 2 sounds on this version. On the EX version, you can store 4, if I remember correctly. The EX version is even more expensive than this. Not that this is expensive, but it's more expensive than the Mark II. So I've stored 2 sounds. One is a pushed sound that I'll be trying with an overdrive pedal, and one is a kind of lead sound would be my go-to thing. Variation on the pushed sound. This sounds fuller. Let's go over to crunch. Lead. Brown. Oh, before I go on, this video is sponsored by the good people over on Patreon who support this channel. This channel is, lots of it's funded by you good people, because I buy the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. If you want to check that out, there's a link in the description. You get access to my music lessons and a bunch of exclusives and ad-free versions of these videos. So, I hope you check that out. I'm gonna go through all of the sounds, or the amps, in order. Just the basic ones, the 6 ones I think. Starting from clean to see how they differ. Okay, let's do the pushed sound that I programmed. This is roughly the amount of gain I would have on the Marshall. And then I would add a bit of gain from the Strymon Riverside for a crunchy tone. And even more for even more gain. And then I have the other sound, which would be a boosted sound from the boost is engaged here, and it's the lead channel, just a slight boost added, an approximation of what would be my lead sound. There's no noise gate, so yeah. I'm looking at my watch as if that would tell me the time of the verdict. Well, it's time for the verdict. There is so much hype around these amps, and the hype is not Boss's fault. Every manufacturer would try to drum up hype for their product, whichever product it is, because that will sell more of their product. I don't know if Guitar World have been paid to do a review, if they've gotten probably a free sample. I don't know how much Boss advertises in Guitar World or guitar.com. But I just don't get the hype. I do not get the hype. Cycling through the different amp models just gave me the feeling it's the same amp with different amounts of overdrive. And in my opinion, I don't mean to be mean, but this, in all honesty, to me, it just sounds like a box of plastic. That's what it sounds like. A buzzy box of plastic. Practically unbeatable. Are you kidding me? And what annoys me is that Boss and Roland are the same company, and Roland used to make the Cube, which they stopped making, and then they started making the Katana. And I think the Cube was so much better. They could have just improved that. Now maybe one of the bigger models is better, maybe with a better speaker, but even speakers don't do magic tricks. And this is the thing for me with the Katana range. I tried the 50-watt versions of the Mark 1, Mark 2 and Mark 3. And every time I play one, I remember how totally underwhelming it is. I'm constantly underwhelmed by these amps. But even if I did like these amps, this new one, the update, it's like 80 euros more for the new version compared to the old version. You get USB-C, expression pedal, and the pushed amp. And that's it. Again, underwhelming. And if you want Bluetooth, you pay an extra like 50 euros or something. And I don't know. The feeling I get when I pay this amp is I want to switch amps, or I want to stop playing. Which, if an amp gives you that feeling, you need to trade it in for something else. And listen, if you like the Katana, if you love the Katana range, fair enough. We're all different. That's what's so great about music and humanity. It would be really boring if we all were the same. But if you follow this channel, you know roughly what my tastes are. And if your tastes align with mine, then steer clear of this. I'm definitely going to steer clear of this. I don't want to play it anymore. I am going to probably try the head version at some point, just to see what it sounds like through a proper cab, because the plasticky feeling that I get is, I'm guessing a lot of it's down to the enclosure and the speaker, which by the way is off to this side of it. That's why the microphone is where it is. Practically unbeatable. Well, I'll give you, if you want a practice amp, because this can double as a practice amp, as a gigging amp, as whatever. If you want a practice amp, here's my video on the top 10 practice amps ever. And there is a Katana there, actually. Just not this one. I do hope you consider supporting the channel. You'll find links in the description, such as affiliate links where if you buy something that way, you will support the channel at no extra cost to you. But above all, I hope you had some use of this video and I hope you have a nice day. Take care. See you. Bye.